Everyone thinks smart people just know more stuff, more facts, more answers, more everything. But that's not true at all. The real difference isn't what they know, it's how they think, how they see problems, how they handle things that stress everyone else out. You don't need a perfect memory or straight A's to be smart. You just need to think like smart people think. Today, I'm going to show you 5 simple ways smart people use their brains differently. These aren't hard to learn, but most people never figure them out. If you start doing these things, you'll notice changes right away. People will start asking for your advice. Problems won't stress you out as much, and you'll feel more in control of everything. So let's jump right in. 1. They don't fight to be right. Here's something most people get wrong. When someone disagrees with them, they turn it into a battle. They argue, they get mad, they try to prove the other person is stupid. But smart people, they do something totally different. Instead of fighting, they ask questions. Real questions, not trick questions to make someone look dumb. They say things like, "Help me understand why you think that," or "What happened that made you feel this way?" They're not trying to win. They're trying to learn. And here's the crazy part. When you stop fighting and start asking, people actually listen to you. They don't get defensive. They open up. That's when real conversations happen. That's when minds change. Smart people know this secret. You can't force someone to agree with you, but you can help them think through their ideas. And when they do that, they often change their own minds. 2. They see the big picture. Most people get stuck on small problems. They fail a test and think they're stupid. Someone says no to them and they think they're worthless. They have one bad day and think everything is falling apart. But smart people zoom out like a camera. They don't see one bad test. They see a pattern. Maybe they need to study differently. Maybe they need more sleep. Maybe they need help with math. They don't see rejection as proof they're not good enough. They see it as information. What can they learn? What can they try next time? When you zoom out, problems become puzzles, and puzzles can be solved. Smart people ask themselves, what's really going on here? What can I control? What should I try next? They don't panic, they plan. 3. They only worry about what they can change. This one is huge. Most people waste so much energy worrying about things they can't control, what their friends think about them, whether it will rain tomorrow, if their boss is in a bad mood, what might go wrong next week. All that worry does nothing except make them tired and stressed. Smart people have a simple rule. If I can't control it, I don't think about it. Instead, they focus on what they can control. Can't control if it rains. Can control bringing an umbrella. Can't control what people think. Can control being kind and honest. Can't control if they get the job. Can control doing their best in the interview. This saves them so much energy they can use to actually solve problems and make things better. When you stop worrying about everything, you start fixing the things that matter. 4. They use quiet as a tool. Most people are scared of quiet moments. When there's silence in a conversation, they rush to fill it. They say the first thing that pops into their head. They talk just to talk. But smart people are comfortable with quiet. They think before they speak. They listen more than they talk. They let other people finish their thoughts. And here's something cool. Silence makes people pay attention. When you pause before answering, people think your answer will be important. When you listen without interrupting, people feel heard. Quiet people often seem smarter than loud people, not because they know more, but because they choose their words carefully. Try this. Next time someone asks you a question, count to 3 before answering. You'll be amazed how much better your answers become. 5. They pause instead of reacting. This might be the most important one. Most people react to everything immediately. Someone cuts them off in traffic, they get mad right away. Someone says something mean, they snap back. Something doesn't go their way, they complain or give up. But smart people do something different. They pause. When something bothers them, they take a breath. They ask themselves, is this worth getting upset about? What's the best way to handle this? When someone is rude to them, they don't fire back. They think, this person might be having a bad day. How can I respond in a way that helps? This isn't about being weak. It's about being smart. The person who stays calm while everyone else gets emotional, that person has power. The person who thinks while others react, that person makes better choices. Here's what all this means. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room. You don't need to know everything.
You don't need perfect grades or a fancy education. You just need to think differently than most people. Ask questions instead of arguing. Look for patterns instead of panicking over single problems. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Get comfortable with quiet moments and pause before you react to anything. Most people won't do these things. They'll keep arguing, worrying, and reacting to everything. But if you practice these 5 habits, something amazing will happen. You'll start seeing solutions where others see problems. You'll stay calm when others get stressed. You'll make better decisions because you're thinking, not just reacting. People will start coming to you for advice. They'll want to know how you stay so cool under pressure. And the best part? None of this requires you to be born smart or special. It just requires you to pay attention, to think before you act, to choose your responses instead of just reacting. That's what real intelligence looks like. And now you know how to build it. Here's what I want you to do right now. Pick just one of these 5 habits. Don't try to do all of them at once. That's how most people fail. Maybe you want to start pausing before you react, or maybe you want to practice asking questions instead of arguing. Choose one. Focus on it for the next week. And here's something that'll help you stick with it. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Why? Because I make videos like this every week. Videos that help you think better, feel more confident, and handle life's challenges. When you subscribe, you're not just getting more content, you're joining a community of people who want to grow and think differently. Also, if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find these ideas too. And drop a comment below. Tell me which of these 5 habits you're going to try first. I read every single comment, and I love hearing about your progress. Remember, you don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to think differently, one habit at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.